Forgive an old woman, but I forgot your name. What was it again? Would you mind getting my book from the sleeping quarters? It would spare my bones the trip. It's called Great Voyages. Thank you very much. I've read this old book many times. Seems I find something new each read. And no matter how many times I've read it, it never fails to get me excited for adventure. Are you the adventuring type? Ah, after my own heart. I've had a lifetime of it, believe it or not. If you're sticking around in Eastshade, maybe I'll tell you all about it sometime. Captain Ilona told me we'll be landing in Lyndow shortly. I think we're all antsy to arrive.
I've never been to Eastshade. I've heard wonderful things about it. Did you know that the people there used to cover their mouths with garments? I've heard that's since gone out of style. Quite a strange fashion fad if you ask me. As long as Eastshade doesn't rock like this ship, I will love it. It's the quaint little seaside town we'll be landing in. It's one of the many gems of the country, I hear. Almost there.
Oh, that did not sound good.
You've woken. Do you remember what happened? I'm glad your memory's intact. You washed up on this beach just a short while after the ship sank. One doesn't last long in water this cold. From what I've heard, you were the only passenger in this place during the wreck. The others are safe in town. Eastshade, of course. Specifically, my home. I usually don't take visitors, but in this case I can hardly blame you for floating in unannounced. Only your easel. Don't forget to take it when you leave. Even the frigid tide couldn't bring you to part from it. It must mean a great deal to you. I was about to head into town to share news of your survival. You should go there and let them know yourself. It's just up the path. On your way, though. I was about to head into town to share news of your on your way, though.
Oh, it's you! You're on the ship. What happened to you? Oh, thank goodness. We thought you were lost. Oh, what a horrible experience. I'm so glad to see you're safe. What very adventurous of you. I came to visit my family. You look like you could use a nice cup of tea. This flavor is a bit strong for some people, but the effects can be lifted with a sip of water from your water skin. Our captain is in a terrible state. I suppose that's to be expected. She won't even leave the dock. Perhaps it would console her to know that we all survived. You should speak with her. My family lives here in Lyndow, so I'll be staying with them. If you find that night is coming and you're in need of a place to stay, you should check the inn. You'll be comfortable there. It gets cold around here at night. You shouldn't be out without a proper coat. After that wreck, I may just settle down here for a while. Oh yes, I saw that from the ship. It looked as if there was a light coming from inside. Could it be a lighthouse? The original town built on the river? I remember hearing that it got destroyed in a mudslide. I heard that when I was really young. Are you wondering about anything else?
A newcomer. In the future, if you're ever in need of carriage to Nava, I'm your driver. My ox is strong, no?
I'm a bird! Aren't I good at flying? Thanks! My dad says that I can do anything as long as I put my mind to it!
Great viewpoint, isn't it? You must be the traveler from the wrecked ship. Oh, good. Ingolf needs some visitors every now and then. I wish he would spend more time in town, but he'd rather be alone. Yes, I run the inn. I always keep a full stock of soup and tea to refresh weary travelers. Look, the eclipse is starting. Not a bad show, right? Ha! You couldn't get me out on the oceans for anything. And especially not in a rickety wooden ship. If you haven't got lodging for the night, feel free to stay at the inn. I'll leave the upstairs room unlocked for you. Drop in at your leisure. Don't worry about payment. Shipwreck survivors stay free of charge. Oh, by the way, I know of someone who would very much enjoy meeting you. She's still working on some things, and I bet she'd love to hear a tip from a professional. She usually hangs out near the inn. Take care now. Ah, It's a bit more calm than Nava. I think it's quite a nice place to relax. Towers like that were used to send fire signals to Nava. But we don't need to do that anymore. It's a bit eerie, but late the other night, I thought I saw lights coming from inside the tower. Oh, it's probably just some kids playing That's where we all used to live. There was just so much rain one year. Luckily, we had the foresight to get out before the mudslide. No one got physically hurt. I lived there for a few years, working as a baker. Certainly. You... Take care now.
Who's there? Nika? Is that you? You must be one of the tourists. Terrible about the sinking and all that. Glad you're okay. Yada yada, etc. But will you go get Nika, the innkeeper? It's stuck, obviously. Now, would you be so kind? It happens. It's fairly normal, really. Brilliant. I'll wait here. Ugh.
My garden is filled with all sorts of wriggly Oh, of course he does. And what, again? That's like the 8th time. All right, then, we'd better go help.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Oh, it's really stuck, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty stuck.
I think what we need here is some soap. Would you be a dear and fetch some soap from Amin's house? It's just down the stairs and across the courtyard. Would you be a dear and fetch some soap from Amin's house? It's just down the stairs and across the courtyard.
I feel so adventurous staying here in Lyndow. I live in Nava, but sometimes I just long for the primitive lifestyle Lyndow offers. How humorous you are! Some may find the story of my journey utterly inspiring. Nothing could have prepared me for the muddy paths, the unbearable heat. I even had... Yes, it certainly was impressive. I so dearly wish my friends could see how adventurous I've become.
Hello there. Can I help you, traveller? Soap? Well, certainly. May I ask why? He did. Is he a friend of yours? Well, I shouldn't gossip then. He's just such a peculiar man. And you know what? I think Lenny is going to have some real issues when he grows up. Well, you've seen him. The boy is unhinged. And not just that. I've been hearing a lot of yelling coming from that house. You know, I imagine you'll be traveling all around this island, being a tourist and all. Perhaps when you get to Nava, you should let the sheriff know about Isan. I think it's only right, you know, for Lenny. Well, it's a small town. If word ever got back to Isan that I was the one that reported him, I think it'd be best for the child. I only have his best... Here, this will help you with the toll. Right. Well, safe travels.
You have the soap? Well, let's try this thing then. Here, let me have that soap.
Well, I guess it was convenient that you dropped in when you did. Thanks for getting Nika. I mean, that nosy, stuck-up goody two-talon... if you had to deal with what I have to deal with, she just doesn't like me because I'm not posh like her. This whole town is stuck up. Them and all their judging eyes. You know what? Get out of my house. You're just like everyone else in this town. Coming in here and telling me I'm a bad father? Get out. I know that's what you meant. Just get out. Get out!
How have you been?
Hey, are you an artist? Hey, you have an easel! Are you an artist? So am I! Do you want to see what I made? Look! It took all day. But I want to make my next one even better. What should I do? But I don't know how to make a canvas. All right! You're a nice artist after all. I know where some boards are. Follow me.
Did you see when it ran a reef? I've never seen anything like that.
Terrible waste of a good ship.
And it went down so quickly. It's amazing anyone made it out of that.
Now we just need the fabric. I don't know where to find that. Maybe we should ask someone. Let's keep going. going.
I'm so good at flapping my wings!
How have you... I think the dock workers use fabric sacks with the incoming and outgoing shipments. You might ask one of them.
Could you paint something? I want to watch a real artist.
So you've survived too. Who? Only the most important doesn't sound... I see. She carries you across the oceans and you don't even learn her name. Kind of you to say so, but kindness doesn't. I imagine I'll be spending the rest of my days mourning Annabelle. Sitting here, off with you. Trade your life for hers. It's really a terrible place to be stranded, but I don't know. Is that an old Lyndow? What? I don't know. Old Lyndow was a perfectly lovely port. There's fabric all around us, just look. Oh, a ship. Now leave me be.
We've had quite a few shipwrecks here. There's a reef surrounding the bay and that's what does it. It shouldn't slow. Lyndow is a nice port town, although we don't have much to... I remember playing in there as a kid. The ocean looks beautiful from the top. That was the original Lyndow. The town got destroyed after it rained. Fabric. We go through loads of it. Here,